Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the STM podcast. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week, as usual, as ever, first of all, it's Mikey LG Keating.
Yeah, mate.
Right.
Beautiful return to normality.
Normality, yeah. Back in
Even
back
if
in
this
business.
is normality.
It's not really.
One fat kid, one genius, and... Never mind.
And also joining us this week, right on cue, he's co-hosted the podcast before, it's Matty Morris.
I love that nickname, I really do.
So it's the only time you're getting called it this year.
No. I mean, haven't we already called him it a few times this year?
No, this is the last time we've called him.
Yeah, that's not happened. But how have you been, gents?
Ill. Very ill.
Still a virgin. So yeah, hoofing me.
Good then. Yeah, good times. Obviously, I'm gonna have to play as a song.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot the song contest.
And this week's is an interesting choice
Oh god.
because it's well known, and I probably won't even have to play.
Well known.
It actually is. I need to bring up the year for it.
Can I have me a tea, please, Matt?
Would you like to give him his tea, please?
My body can't swivel around that far. Then grab it. Yeah, I have to get it yourself.
There we go. Right, I'm just gonna play it. And everybody knows.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who's this by, Matt?
Michael Jackson.
Good.
What
we
song
know.
is it?
Thriller.
He knows.
Jesus Christ, the kid's on the ball.
Good lads. Now,
Thanks, Dad.
when was that released?
87.
1987.
Okay,
Matthew's straight in with that. Friggin' hell.
That was just a guess anyway, so. Like a hunch type thing.
Yeah, fair. You always go with your instinct.
It's never really worked on the SD
No, I mean
podcast.
that's kind of true, like, but could do.
Ooh. 82.
82. Sadly, Mikey,
I'm wrong.
the album Thriller was released in 82, but the song wasn't released till 84.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, yeah, pretty much. It was actually first shown at Halloween in 83, but it was never released till 84. But the album came out in 82. So if that had been the album, you'd have got it right. Friggin' hell.
My bad.
Which is Michael again, the Bart Simpson one or the...
Yeah, yours is the Bart one. Yeah. But let's start with some news, shall we? It's fine, don't worry.
Can we have like a 10-second elevator music while I get some food?
Usually when I tell, I mean, it's opening Christmas basically, people. Usually I do tell people to do this beforehand, but
We're just getting back to normal.
obviously for Matty, this is, 2 weeks is a long time for him.
For his treat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so... Oh, I wouldn't call this treat, this is every other day. I will actually...
Whoa!
I will actually have a question.
Bip, 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 bip.
Oh, sorry, I just got the one on phone. Now, you know about these Arctic exploration ships?
Fucking hell, Mel, do you have to make it like piss water?
Yeah, I know about them.
I'm sorry.
Well, in the Arctic at the minute, they're retiring a boat called the RRS Ernest Shackleton, which, obviously, if you know, Shackleton was a famous explorer.
Oh,
And if you also didn't know where he was exploring,
well,
the story kind of gives this away, but never
where
mind.
the fucking boat was based, it sort of gives you a bit. Nah, mate, he was in Southeast Asia.
I say it's retiring. This won't happen until 2019 when this new boat takes over. Now, the thing is, when public voting comes out, there's always some name that's friggin' stupid that becomes viral, and this time it's one. Now, bear in mind that this is a £200 million polar research ship.
Don't tell me they've called it something like Black Boaty Boat Ship or something like that.
Do you want to know what it's called?
Wow.
Actually, no. I'll tell you what. Let me go through the top 5 votes,
And
I'll go ascending order. So from 5 to 1. Number 5 was RRS David Attenborough. 10,000. That's good, yeah.
That's reasonable.
Number 4, RRS It's Bloody Cold Here.
Funny.
Kind of like that.
That would have been an interesting one.
Number 3, RRS Henry Worsley, another famous explorer.
Okay.
Number 2, which I kind of like to be fair, RRS Poppy May. Kind of nice name. But number 1, now when I say RRS Poppy May had 34,000 votes, the winner had 124,000 votes.
Oh god.
Do you want to know what was killed?
Go on.
RRS Boaty McBoatface. I'm not lying. This ship has been voted for. Apparently, no. There's the proof right there. RRS Boaty McBoatface.
Takes public votes, isn't it?
As name
Scroll
of
down a minute.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Imagine Boaty.
Imagine the Boaty McBoatface sank and everybody died. Imagine someone in the news trying to read that out with a straight face.
RRS
Boaty McBoatface.
My boat face has sunk and everybody is like, who the fuck named the boat Boaty? And there's like some guy in the background like, I put me vote in there.
To be brutally honest with you, there's not a chance they'll call this ship Boaty McBoatface because it's a royal research ship.
He will.
So, but to be fair,
They'll call it the RNAS Matty Morris.
You know when I'm crowned king.
fair enough.
I'll never crown you.
Apparently, the NERC have the final say on whether it'll go through. If you want to know what the NERC stands for, it means go Google it because I can't be arsed reading it out.
National something.
They're not far off. Do you want me to tell you? It's actually the Natural Environment Research Council. That sounds like the most NERC for short.
Where's the R in the NEC?
Or for idiot
Natural
terms.
Environment Research Council.
You said NEC, didn't you?
NERC.
Okay. That makes sense.
Or for people who don't understand big words. It's
Well,
the
so that's
eco
all three of
freaks.
us.
Yeah. The eco freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people who want to say Johnny the Polar Bear, which to be fair, Mikey did do a speech once that should have been accepted as an Oscar in its own right for Johnny the Polar Bear, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Mad, isn't it?
Well, don't make a fucking council over it, do I?
No, you don't. But to be fair, there aren't many councils that would accept you or would accept you creating one. Mikey's...
Caught the flu.
Okay, there it goes. It's passed.
Yeah, bit cool.
Do you know what? I'll bury you with Johnny the Polar Bear. Do you know what the ship will be that'll carry over? RRS Boaty McBoatface will take Mikey's dead body. Have a drink, yeah. That'll help.
It's alright. You'd name it Her Majesty's Ship Keating and purposely just drill a hole in the side and then come up.
That's too
I can imagine that.
Ice Bear strikes it back.
It'll be like that, like a big gap just missing out the back of the
Death
ship.
Star 2.
I'd be like...
No, hang on. Death Star 3, this one will actually work this time.
Hopefully. Maybe.
Actually, a Death Star. The Death Star, A New Hope. That's quite clever, that, to be
Its
fair.
own spin-off movie.
Yeah. Right.
That reminds me.
Speaking of the spin-off, Rogue One
Seen
trailer
that?
just got launched.
Do you know half of the cast in that are actually in the British military?
Did you know that trailer looks friggin'
I haven't
badass?
watched it, but it looks
There's
badass.
actually people saying. Have you seen number 7 yet?
Yeah, obviously I've seen Force Awakens.
Have you seen Snoke?
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, people are saying that he's in the back of the tank in the trailer. Rumours.
That would make sense.
Yeah, just a bit.
A little bit. Anyhow, moving on to the next story of the Premier League, not to do with Liverpool as much as I'd rather talk about it, but we've got such a big podcast to go through today. And we've got several reviews. If I count correctly, it's 3 separate ones and 1 big one. But the Premier League, as you know, the revenues for the Premier League is massive. Apparently the revenues have... just put it on the tray. Apparently have hit a new high. They actually increased by 3%. Do you want to... And this is over the 2014-15 year. Do you want to know how much they went up to for revenues? The profits fell, but the revenues have increased.
Okay. Right, so what are we working out?
The revenues for the Premier League football clubs combined.
Me and all the sales of tickets and stuff.
More than business.
Over just revenues, basically.
2 billion.
Not far away. 3.4 billion.
And yet they don't get profit from that.
But their combined pre-tax profits fell to 120 million. You've got to remember the tax is insane. And it was actually 190 million pre-tax profits before that. The year before, so that would have been, for anyone who can't count, 2013 to 14. Apparently it's going to, obviously because this is the new TV rights deal that's just come out, it's going to increase over the next couple of years. I mean, player contracts cost, just the contracts, not the actual salaries, cost about 550 million altogether of all the you've got 20 contracts. Yeah, if you count, there's 23 players in a squad, a Premier League squad.
And there's how many teams?
20. 550 million.
Because it's $1 million each.
Shut up.
Apparently...
You got any easy start here? I'm gonna...
Apparently out of the 20 clubs that are in the Premier League, 17 recorded an operating profit. 17.
So by any chance one of them was not Aston Villa?
There's a good chance, to be fair, Aston Villa would have been one. Yeah. But club wages also rose by 6%. Which is mental.
Selfish twat.
Because that's almost as much as the actual revenues from the Premier League.
Really?
A total of $2 billion paid in wages just from 2014 to 15.
Is that just the players or all the people in the stadium?
That's player. Like just player wages.
Fuck off, really?
Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
So if you're a footballer or you're looking or wanting to become a footballer,
don't come near us, otherwise we'll kill.
No. If you want to be, try really frigging hard, because you could be living on, well, at bare minimum for most players, 10-15 grand a week if you're just part of the squad, not playing. Jose Enrique's on 60 grand a year and he's hardly played this year.
A year?
Sorry, a week rather.
I was going to say, fucking hell.
I mean, 60 grand a year wouldn't have been too... I'd play for Liverpool for 60 grand a year. I'm going to move it on then. Now, you know sauce. You know, like Dolmio and Ulcan Buns and stuff like that.
Is this pasta sauce that was meant to be eaten once a week, not?
Yeah. I wanted to talk about this because I thought it was the friggin' strangest things. Apparently, it's called... This is so strange. Mars Food are the people who own Dolmio and Uncle Ben's sauces. Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with Mars Chocolate, which is owned by...
It's just
Mars, isn't it?
Yeah.
Said that apparently the salt, sugar and fat content should only be consumed once a week.
Maybe even less than that, apparently.
Well, yeah, maybe even less than that. He said, I mean,
do they want it?
Apparently, it said that they said the move was right. As some foods were higher in salt. Can I just say for the record, if you want to promote healthy eating, this is probably not the best way to go about it. Just eat it once a week. I've ate Dolmio in the past. Once you start eating Dolmio, it's very frigging hard to stop eating Dolmio. So, I mean,
hey, I'll be honest with you, those Uncle Ben, you're the ones who put in the dinger.
I don't eat Uncle Ben's. I've never eaten Uncle Ben's.
You can get those ones, it's like, obviously you get your rice at the bottom, don't you?
Yeah.
But like, the sauce is flipped.
Oh yeah, it's opposite in it, yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking horrific. That stuff is absolutely horrific.
Wait, horrific in a good way or horrific?
To be fair though, Mikey,
horrific in my way is just absolutely disgusting. Mate, I wouldn't give it to a rat. It was that disgusting.
He wouldn't give it to his worst enemy.
Yeah, a rat.
But to be fair, the company said the products will be cut down in salt by 20% by 2021. It's 2016. How does it take 5 years to reduce your salt content by 20%?
Research.
Of course, we have got to do something.
You should know about that.
I know. I'm just being the informative delegate out of all this. But
R&D takes years.
To be fair, if you've been doing R&D...
Just rob someone else's idea. It usually works.
And that's why Samsung and Apple have been battling for the last 15 years due to copyright infringement.
Is anyone won or lost? No, exactly, to keep going.
Yeah.
It's been going out.
Yeah, it's been going to and fro. There's never going to be a winner. They'll just carry on until one firm goes bust. Which, again, will not happen until it comes Apple-ung.
Aplong.
Sample.
That's a good one, actually.
That's not bad, is it?
Can you imagine a mum just going to get
There's
the
two
new
halves of
Sample
company
phone?
fighting over it. I'll go up.
You know.
Could you imagine the logo? It's like salmon and half the apple off the logo.
Half a kid's face.
Yeah, just call it in. Just like.
Half a kid's face and half an apple. That's the logo.
I'm just gonna. Sam.
Oh, fuck, pins and needles again.
Well, I'm just gonna run through it. Now, you know how adults have like a recommended amount of fat and stuff per day? You know the National Health Guidelines.
2,500 calories.
Yeah, like for fat, there's supposed to be 70 grams. Saturated fat's 20 grams, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Sugars is 90 grams and salt is 6 grams. No one sticks to that bollocks.
Oh, no.
Just for the record. But apparently, in
Well,
these.
you obviously know that's the truth for me.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Apparently, in per 45 grams of Dolmio Classic Basil Pesto, this is just 45 grams, 23.4 grams of fat in 45 grams worth. If no one knows what 45 grams worth is, just basically go to your local drug dealer and ask him to weigh it out for you. But like,
or just go downstairs, and if your mum's actually got scales,
and if your mum
use
knows
the scales and say, "Mum, can you weigh 45 grams of this stuff?"
45 grams is literally nothing at all.
No, but that's.
I mean, you can't feed yourself on 45 grams of food unless you're out in the wild and there's nothing left.
It's like a berry, give that.
No, it's a bit more than a berry.
Could you imagine it?
It's a couple of berries, but it's not many.
It's like one more.
I'd say
Couple
8.
is 2.
Depends on we could go into a whole different. How big's the berry? What size of shape is the berry? You know.
What type of nutrients did you get from the berry? You know.
Apparently, though, you know that, to put it simply, 500 gram. You know the 500 gram jars that you see of tomato sauce from Dolmio,
Yeah.
or any sort of. There's 32 grams of sugar in just one of them. We all came about saying, we all agreed on the sugar tax, didn't we?
Yep.
Saying it was a good thing.
Yep.
Maybe we should
The salt one as well.
boot them up. Saucy tax.
Fat tax.
That was just fuck me, you know,
That's such a lovely way of putting it. Fat tax.
And for people who are obese, force them to do a day's.
Matty!
Do you realise what you're saying here?
I'm already going to the gym. I'm sorted.
Fuck off! You're having all this. You're having all this. It's just negatives to effect.
Seen that muscle? Have you seen the rest of you?
That's great.
Matty, I can go like that. Yeah, I do football once a week. Still a fat cunt.
He walks.
I'm going to move it on to weird news. Before one of you has a heart attack.
Both die.
Welcome to
You
the
want
Jack
a job
Millington
on
podcast. Yeah. Join us this week as always is the corpses of my good friends Mikey Keating and...
It'd be great if we had like a webcam. It'd be just like you two, just like pinned against the wall.
So how you doing, lads?
And then it's just like cut to Matty's face.
It's fixed.
It's just funny.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh yes. He'd come back alive for 2 seconds to have a fart.
I'm going to talk about. Obviously, as we know, the US presidency is starting to kick into overdrive at the minute.
Oh man.
And we're not far away. We're about 6 months away, I think. So if that, I think.
6 months to an egomaniac is now going to.
Yeah.
To be brutally honest with you, it is looking at the moment. In the Republican Party, which is Donald Trump, John Kasich, and Ted Cruz, Trump's won out of them 3. I can't see anyone else coming back. It's still between Clinton and Sanders for the Democrats. If you're wondering who the Democratic Party is, that is Barack's side. If you don't know who Barack is, I mean, just go and watch Head of the Motherfucking State and you'll probably figure it out from that.
You know they have like a law saying you can only do it for like 2 years, can't they? Or is it?
It's for the presidential campaign. It's 8 years. You're allowed 2 terms of 4 years, and that's it. You can be vice president for as long as you like. Though.
Right, so I'm thinking, why doesn't he just change the law for himself?
Because
Because it has to be voted through delegates. It's like the House of Commons here.
That's unfortunately they're a bunch of tax dodging twats.
Yeah, but let's face it, Barack Obama's the best guy who America's ever going to get.
Because
you know what's funny?
I mean, he is. He's
For
like
the
the
first
best.
black president, he's a bit of a badass. Do
He's
you know what I mean?
He's one of the best badass. But in his own country, he's not viewed as like spectacular as he is everywhere else.
Ah.
It's about 60-40 split of people who like him and don't like him. Obviously, you have to deal with the Deep South, which don't like black people in general. So that's obviously about 10% already there, and then there's people who are Republicans. So, and it's always been split.
I'll never forget that video you sent me when he went to that Donald Trump rally. He's like, "So who's going to pay for the wall? Oh, we'll just get the Chinese to pay."
Yeah.
Like,
that is literally one of the stupid. But talking about weird American news, Ted Cruz, who's one of the Republican Party primary people, at the moment, he'd been going through a little bit of an internet milling sort of thing. Like apparently there was a rumour that he was against, and he was fiercely against masturbation.
we won't get that.
Good job you don't live in America. But no, do you know it's bad in America when you have to come out and say, "Don't worry, I won't ban dildos if I became president," which is what he's had to do. You know your country's fucked when you have to come out and go, "I won't ban dildos if I become president." Not that he will, because he's fucking annoying. But the simple fact of the matter is, why? I mean, if someone mentioned anything sexually related over here, you'd be thrown out of Parliament before you'd finish the sentence off.
Look at the Russians, right? I seen a video the other day. It's actually got to do with politics, right?
Alright, go on.
As like a Q&A thing they were doing, you were Putin, and this little girl's obviously explaining how amazing he is as president and stuff. He must be like 12 or something. It's like, I've got an interesting question for you. Is it any chance that one day a female could become the president of Russia? But my dad always says you're a badass because you keep America in check. I was like looking and thinking, shit, she's got a point.
To be fair to Putin, one of his delegates, Natalia Podolska, she's probably going to be, if anyone succeeds him, it's most likely, if it's going to be a woman, it'll be her.
But he said, personally, I think a woman would do a better job.
Mind you, she is wanted by people. Oh, what's the
FBI, CIA, Russian mob.
It's one of the Russian
mafia.
It's not. What's the Russian security force called?
FSB.
FSB. Thank you.
Wait, they want her.
They want her for something. I don't know what.
Was she sponsored by her own people?
You know how Russian politics is. It's a strange, foggy place. You think America's bad. Russia's like, yeah. In other news, going to the Far East in China.
Decent. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Let's go.
What, China news?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, apparently, there's a, you know when you see in these TV shows or like animes and stuff, there's stalls set up in like the street market stalls.
Yeah.
Well, in China there was a grandmother who'd been visited by one of those friggin' urban management officers telling her to remove her store because she hadn't paid for rent or like keepsakes and stuff like that. But she was defended
by
a 3-year-old toddler.
Was it her neck?
How the fuck do you find half this shit?
Asians.
You internet a lot. I internet good. There's a difference.
Wait, she actually.
Apparently, there's a 3-year-old toddler. He's the grandson. Picked up a metal pipe and was frustrated at the people. Apparently, he threw it like at them and he went, "Don't touch my grandma! Go away! Don't touch my grandma!" This little 3-year-old kid. Yeah, there is a video somewhere. It's one of them players, so I can't. It twats about. But like, he literally apparently when he got escorted away after he did this. He threw the pipe to the ground and just stares at the officer like, "Oh, you looking at?" Little 3-year-old kid, and I was just like,
badass.
If he's not in China's secret service in the next 10-15 years, then Well, you've missed a chance there, haven't you, child? You're the world's greatest secret agent. Just that little kid with a metal pole.
Get away from my number!
Yeah.
I can't see anyone in Britain doing anything like that.
I can. No, you know what? I can. If you're living in the northwest, in a slightly chavvy residential area, stay away from my house, you lad.
Actually, Brendan. No, wait, Brendan didn't have that, did he?
No, he wouldn't know, because he's moved away. More strange news.
Hey, how many strange stories have we got?
We've
Quite
got
a few.
5.
How many have we done?
6.
3.
We're on 2. Well, you got 6 if you include it.
Wait, I thought we wasn't the American one. No, okay.
Apparently, there's what are the deans in like schools in America? What are they?
Dean.
Like,
Yeah,
Like a head of.
yeah, it's like in
basically.
University of Chester. They've got a dean.
Yeah,
Dean
so
of
like
business and dean of.
so just like a head, really.
Yeah.
Oh, I
pretty
thought
much.
you meant like the priest sort of thing. Because you got obviously there's other types of deans. If you get me, obviously there's
Dean 1, Dean 2, Dean 3.
Dean checking in.
Dean 1 checking in, over.
But apparently, a medical school dean in America. It's not in America, sorry. In Prague, in the Czech Republic. For some reason, this is on an American website, but I have. Posted pictures online with his best friend. Now, we've spoken in the past about best friends with animals and stuff. Would you like to know what this guy's become best friends
Bear.
with? His name's Vladimir.
Is it a bear?
It's not a bear.
Is it?
In the Czech Republic.
grizzly bear.
Is that
That's actually another thing. I've got some more Czech Republic news as well. After this one. What else?
This is going to end quite
Orangutan.
quickly.
An orangutan.
In Czech Republic.
To be
it's
fair,
fucking
you've made a
freezing.
good point in Grizzly Bear, but you've kind of moved away. It's kind of like a one-shot deal with you. It's like, I'll go in first. If it goes wrong slightly, it'll go
Have you
worse.
seen that video? It's like these American soldiers are training, obviously to break into a house and stuff, and you do the movements.
Yeah.
He throws the grenade. The grenade hits the floor
Bounce
right in
back.
front of him, blinds him, and as he runs over, there's like a step going into the house. He misses the step, just goes fuck off, straight onto the floor. His mates are just like laughing at him, and then he still keep walking.
But anyway, apart from that weird excursion to that mad story, no, he's become best friends with a pelican.
That's cool.
That's quite cool.
No, wait, it's a dog ball in the air.
Like, he's literally
no,
become best friends with a pelican. Didn't we talk about a story a while back, and there was someone who'd become friends with a duck. There was one with a duck, and there was something else.
Not after our conversation this morning with ducks. I do not want to talk about ducks.
Okay, I don't want to talk about ducks if you're saying that, and no.
Really, trust me, I'll explain later.
More weird news.
Right, Czech Republic news first.
Do you want to do it?
They're actually changing the name. You like the French have their long name, don't they? What is it?
French
France.
Republic.
Yeah, well, Czech Republic are doing just Czechia for on the European Champions.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But
It's like the Australians were going to change their sorry, not the Australians. The New Zealanders were going to change their flag, so it had like a maple leaf on it, but they scrapped the idea. That came out. Mikey, do you want to do weird news?
Chaps, I found Matty Morris's dream job.
Now, a number of things have sprung to mind.
What would you imagine would be Matty's dream job?
Something to do with porn.
No.
Quite ironic, yes.
Wow.
I knew if he's on with it. You would.
I wouldn't.
Even if it was watching it full time as a job. Because Matthew, you're in luck, son. You best get down the Danish embassy, right? Because
Of course, it'd be the fucking Danish.
Oh no, don't say that. It's
Danish
like the
embassy
internet for
literally
porn.
are the type of people who pop up once every couple of years with something mental.
Wait, are they searching the internet for porn?
Alright, I'm going to say this. I'm not too sure how you say this, so please, I do.
Do you want me to say it?
Arhas.
Go on and say it.
A-R-H-U. Arhas, is it? Arhas or whatever.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's a club there called Hornsleaf Bar. posted an advert online offering a colossal amount of adult movies as well as numerous logins to a whole catalogue of porn sites for one lucky applicant. Right? And that's not all.
Job.
The new employee will be known as PJ or Porn DJ.
What's? Hang on, I've got a question. Is there a salary?
£2,350
Is that a year, a month?
a month.
Literally, like.
So Mill's now gone to the job centre.
No, I'm booking a one-way flight. It's like, oh, well, actually,
That's the
it's
perfect
All you
job.
have to do is get this: sit through 20 hours of hardcore porn a week. You'd be fucking sorted by the Monday. You wouldn't have to actually
how many hours a day would that be? That'd be like 3 hours, wouldn't it? Just under.
20 hours a week.
half.
Yeah, 20 hours a
Yeah,
week.
2
Yeah,
hours,
7 days a
two-
week, so 7 times by 3,
2 and a half.
21, so it'd be just underneath, yeah.
As you can probably imagine, the response to the advert was quite absolutely gigantic, with thousands of applying for the professional.
Oh, hang on though. Like, I mean, to be fair, it'd be the first time ever when experience counts for nothing because there'd be so many people who watch. So it'd be like, what are your special qualities? Oh, well, I binge watch Netflix.
And
Right.
chill.
I suppose if you've got an active sex life, that would come in handy.
It does seem quite repetitive, as the PJ will have to choose between 50 to 60 hours worth of porn noises to play continuously in the club. And the owners of the bar say that they do not want to hear a woman's moan.
So what,
Is
you
this
want
a
to hear
gay
a gasp? I suppose that's it.
Wait, so this is an actual club playing. What kind of club is this?
Denmark is
It's
famous
the-
for having its sexy parties.
Here's,
That's all I'm going to say. Because if I went into detail, it's very, very graphic.
this is what the bar said.
And you probably
Our
throw up.
galleries to us seem really bored. They're drinking cheap white wine and feeling depressed. We want to show off and party. We call it smarter drinking. Drinking with a content, so to speak, an intellectual bar in some ways.
It's mad, man.
So I'll just listen to some fella claps his bollocks against some girl's ass, shall I? Yeah, and like drink and dance to that track.
I'm going to...
Move her on.
Oh yeah, I'm going to move it on to some American news. Weird American news. Hey, it's the return of the fan favourite, or our favourite rather. Florida news. It's not there just yet. 10 minutes. Oh no, don't worry, I'm timing as well. A Florida man accused of vandalising a home in Largo. If you don't know where Largo is, it's in Florida. If you don't know where Florida is, get an atlas and look somewhere near India.
He's joking.
Apparently, the Largo Police Department got a call on Friday about a man smashing up well, they call them a mailbox, outside.
Yeah.
And apparently, responding officers arrived at home and found a man later identified as, and you can tell he's American, William Timothy Anderson Thomas. Sound like a British spy. Shirtless and covered in dirt, according to the Palm Beach Post. The officers also noticed a flattened trailer tyre, a broken window, and that a real estate sign and a garden angel had been demolished. Now you're probably wondering, what made him do this? Apparently, he'd been listening to too much music and masturbated too hard, and he felt like going out and destroying stuff. Apparently, Guns N' Roses' appetite for destruction is apparently the type of thing that can get you riled up and caught out.
What?
Yeah, literally.
I don't. Americans confuse me.
He's been charged with burglary and criminal mischief, and he remains behind bars on a $7,000 bond. Mad, that, isn't it? I mean, I've heard some weird things, and we've all heard some weird things on this podcast, but that makes no sense.
No, masturbating so hard you feel like.
Masturbating to music and then going, I want to go out and smash stuff up.
How can you masturbate to music?
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh dear. Mistakes were made. Now, British news. It's not so much weird, but it's going to make you sick. I've just realised that's a pun in itself. But, now, known as ambergris.
Don't say the edit.
No. And apparently, ambergris is used as a it's like used by perfume makers to make the scent last longer.
Uh-huh.
And this is the size of the damn thing.
Oh, don't say they cover themselves in it.
No. So you see the whale vomit there?
Oh yeah, I saw that on the news.
You see it, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much that's worth?
100k.
No.
No, it's just 1,000. It's just 1,000.
No. Apparently it's worth 56 grand.
Where was I getting the one from?
I don't know where you got the one from. Apparently, it smells bad. It's got a very distinctive smell. It's like a cross between squid and farmyard shite. That's a quote, by the way. I haven't just said that.
Like
56 grand for... You know what to do, lads, in a future career. Go looking around for friggin' whale vomit.
I thought you were going to say go around and kill a whale.
I'm not that mean. I'm not that mean. I wouldn't do that. I love whales. They're friggin' awesome creatures. But weird news has been progressed past. We've got to that.
I've got a bit of technical news. Well, a bit, not news, but like a...
Go ahead.
no offense about technical news and something reviews. I don't feel very confident with technology news.
He's not too bad.
Oh, you know the...
I mean, he doesn't wind his calendar back to 1971.
Actually,
I love the way he corrected me. Go on, Matt.
you know BMW have got a new 7 Series car coming out.
Yeah.
They got like this...
I've seen the 7 Series, yeah.
They got like a key for it and you fucking park with your own key now. You're not in the car. You're outside with
You're
the
telling
key.
me you can park with a key?
You can park the car with a key. Imagine how many times I couldn't get hacked. I'm going to park in that spot. Where the fuck's it going?
I just like...
You can even check whether it's locked or which I think's useful.
The problem with this is like... This all started when BMW... Right, for anyone who doesn't know car, like, when it becomes to firsts... Mercedes and BMW have always had this sort of long-running rivalry. Mercedes coming up with the type of... It's always on the S-Class as well. Mercedes always has some sort of technology on it that will be used in 10 years' time by road cars. It's like nowadays, it was the first to have rear seat belts, it was the first to have infrared technology, you know, for the headlights and the cameras and everything, which is now just starting to come into cars.
Land Rovers mainly.
Land Rovers, yeah. And they did a couple... There was a...
Same with Jag them. Those things they did. Obviously that are now common.
But Mercedes, the S-Class is normally the one to be... They were the ones who did the TVs in the back as well. They were the first to do it.
Were they?
Rear view mirrors.
Rear view mirrors, that came from the S-Class too. They did a load of normal things and a load of really technical things that were like the most... And then BMW was sort of like the backwards child who do the one thing that nobody wants, like the friggin' run flat tyres. They tried to do that. It worked for a bit and then everyone realised it was bollocks.
Flat tyres.
Run flat tyres. Basically, if you run over a puncher, you could go 75 miles on them before you had to pull over. So if you got a puncher out in the nowhere, normally you'd have to stop. On them, you could drive on them.
Oh, okay.
The problem with them though is that they ruin the comfort quality. Driving
So
along.
basically,
it's too rough, basically.
So if you got like obviously your springs and your wishbones and stuff.
Yeah.
So once that goes, the damage doesn't just go; it just disperses more dangerously. The waves, the vibrations, and then it means on one side of your fucking car you can have a really decent set on your brand new car, and on the other side you can have half a fucking droplings just seeing how
the worst thing with the run flat tyres is that they flick up the stones worse than normal road tyres. So if you're in the car behind, the other thing that BMW tried to do, and I know you've just said the parking outside thing, that won't catch on because no one wants that. The concept of having the car parked for you when you're in the car is still strange.
Especially for... Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the keyless entry that they tried doing a couple of... BMW tried to do keyless entry.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I've gone for that, haven't I? Keyless entry?
No, keyless entry, it was literally a card.
A card?
It was literally like...
always done it.
It was literally like a card. And BMW were the ones who came up with it, and you'd literally just walk away from the car and lock itself. But there was a problem. It's like, you know how you've got a key for a car. You press a button, or you, like I would have back in the day, locked it with the actual key. But the problem you had with the car is you'd get out of the car, you'd walk away, and you'd go, hang on a minute, is that locked? And then you'd turn back around, and then you'd open the door, and like, hang on, it's open. Apparently, you have to press a button on a separate thing to make sure it's locked. And that's why it never worked. And I always thought, why didn't you put the button on the... And then I thought, why not just use a key?
And then Renault...
We've been operating with keys for 500 years. Why stop? Well, more than that, but why stop now?
And then Renault come along and went, there you go, let's do it on our cars. And, well, that's why most of the ignition systems on Renaults are absolutely awful.
Even
But to be fair, at least...
The key is so bad. It's 300 quid for that key.
But, to be fair, at least the car doors are locked. Hey, to be fair, I suppose that's a good thing because it won't get stolen because the ignition panel won't
fuck it.
It's just, oh, we see that box you'll know, but I'll that instead.
What, turn the hazard light switch on?
Yeah. I got gaming news before we do reviews. Don't worry, I'll put it on in a minute, relax.
I wasn't thinking I thought we'd do reviews and then gaming news.
No, it's always news first.
Okay.
Now, you obviously know about Doom. I know you're...
It's got mixed reviews, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Apparently, the free trial came out. I don't know what
It's for this weekend only, and it's on 360. No, it's on Xbox and PS.
On PlayStation, yeah, it's on PC as well. And apparently, Bethesda came out and just said, from the 15th to today, isn't it? I think 17th. Yeah. They said, simply download it and let the viscera fly. Apparently, according to the Steam platform, 41% of nearly 1,800 reviews have been positive.
Oh, well,
41%.
And with Steam's a massive thing. So.
Practically everyone talks on Steam and puts a review on there.
Was that 41 or 43?
41%.
I thought they were 59.
Well, it says 41% of the reviews have been positive.
Oh.
And they use an up and down vote system.
Ooh.
Yeah, apparently...
Maybe it wasn't wise to bring back an old classic.
Apparently it was like, the pace of it was a lot slower. And like there's lack of weapon hotspots where weapons could be created in the whole other games. He said apparently he likes, according to Gary Riches, who's a game developer, he says he likes Doom 4, but it doesn't feel like Doom 4. It feels like a sequel to Quake or Unreal Tournament. No one will ever make a sequel to Unreal Tournament, quite simply because that franchise is gone now. And to be fair, if you say Unreal to anyone, they automatically think of the Unreal Engine.
We've got that on some of our games, haven't we?
Yeah, one of the games that I'm reviewing, Life is Strange, runs on the Unreal 4 engine.
I think Batman the Arkham Knight runs on it as well.
It might do, yeah.
It does, yeah.
Another piece of news about Mirror's Edge.
Delayed?
No, apparently it's to do with some of the they've got an upgrade system on it.
Right.
Yeah, this is a bit mad. Apparently, it's locked some basic skills. So like free running stuff.
So you can't jump?
So apparently, stuff like quick turns and raising your legs are now XP unlocks.
What?
Yeah.
And what?
In Mirror's Edge.
Raising your leg.
Which is a free running game. I can't imagine it'll take long to unlock everything because that's the way Mirror's Edge is. I kind of thought, it's a free running game. The last thing you want is to try and choose between having a quick turn when you're being chased by a bunch of security guards with batons who are going to kick the crap out of you, or jumping a bit further. I mean, I suppose because they've made it open world, they kind of had to do it. Not like the old Mirror's Edge, which
Wait, is it
wasn't.
third person or third?
It's first person. It's like Dishonored.
Yeah.
No.
I played the demo for first Mirror's Edge, and I thought, meh.
The problem with there were a few issues with Mirror's Edge, quite simply to do with the gunplay, but they've got rid of gunplay in this, and it's not there, so it makes sense now to have it. But I'm still looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, to be fair. I've got more news. I've got 2 more stories. Let me just load the first one. Hey, have you heard about... do you know there's a GTA producer called Leslie Benzies? And these are just little quick bites of news. She's suing Take-Two. If you know, you've heard of Take-Two.
I have.
Interactive, yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's suing Take-Two for $150 million in unpaid royalties and numerous deceptions.
Why?
Apparently it was something. Apparently, she has filed against the GTA publisher, which is obviously Take-Two published GTA. Why have I got an advert? Because they had filed a suit against her for breach of contract. So basically, they're suing each other.
Idiot.
Titanfall's just been teased with the trailer. Relax. You don't need to tap your watch like an immature friggin' school teacher.
Sorry, but
It's fine, you Wally. Look.
And the
Everything's
go.
Also, did you ever play Titanfall? Oh no, because we were on PlayStation, weren't we, when it came out? Well, that's it.
Our Tom played it.
It's supposed to be really good.
He said it was awful.
Yeah, a lot
of people said it was awful, and then a lot of people said it was really good.
It said it was good, and then it went really bad.
It's just.
But a lot of people have been saying they wanted a sequel to it, so.
Wow.
So apparently there's a sequel coming. That's going to be revealed, the gameplay for it at E3. So, could be.
Ooh, that's what I'm looking forward to at E3. Wildlands.
Yeah, there'll probably be more on Wildlands.
That
E3
comes out in.
later this year. Roughly later this year.
I
It
think
could,
it's October,
to be fair, it could come out at the same time that Mass Effect does in the first quarter of 2017. Which would be a shame.
Yeah.
But the biggest piece of news this week is, well, in this little tiny segment I've got, is that Codemasters has gone side by side and teamed up with Evolution Studios.
No way.
Yeah.
They've recruited the rest of the staff.
So he took on the staff from Evolution Studios and are now making... And Codemasters, who said the other week, or the other month rather, that they said they're going to be focusing completely mainly now on racing games, I've now just took on...
The biggest racing company.
No,
What
Codemasters are the
biggest
biggest
competitors, really?
They made
indirectly, yes. But they've come together and they're now going to be working from the same studio. And I mean, they've just basically, they haven't it's not going to be called Codemasters Evolution, it's just going to be Codemasters.
Yeah,
but
they've got the
evolved
talent.
it.
They got the talent.
Yeah. Also, just for the record, Dry Club is still going.
How? I thought they shut down the service.
No, that was a rumour. Everyone thought everyone misread the thing. Is that the servers will be switching over to Sony, and everyone was like, "Oh, well, Sony are just going to switch." No, I was online the other week.
Oh, so we can still play it.
Yeah, we can still play Dry Club. Yeah.
Well, we all know what you two are going to be doing tonight. And me.
Well, we're going to watch Batman
We're going to
vs
watch
Superman.
that, yeah.
I don't know what
Expect a
you're
review of that next week.
It might be shit.
And there's also one last thing, and it's to do with a Destiny theory.
Sequel.
Well, it's apparently it got updated, didn't it, the other week? The big update.
Oh,
17 minutes after it went live, someone found
glitch.
a hidden dead ghost in the new mode for Prison of Elders. Now, to try and get through the Prison of Elders, it takes more than 17 minutes to get through it. So how the hell they managed to do it kind of begs the question of someone from inside Bungie had initially made an account called Rezel Azir. And Rezel Azir is actually a Grimoire card I think it's one of the dead ghosts, I'm not sure. Now, apparently they found the ghost, and the Grimoire card that's actually about the Destiny character is also Rezel Azir, as I've just said. But there was an original they posted on, I think, let me just double check what it is. Is it on it's on Reddit. Apparently they deleted their account straight after they posted about this dead ghost. But the profile beforehand that they'd only posted once before, and there was a phrase that was in Latin. I'm not going to read it out, but basically it was three phrases. The first one translates into the 20th day of the 9th month, logic, 20th of September. Secondly, the second phrase came to "it is about to come," and third phrase translates into "through boldness to the stars," which, as everybody knows, Bungie's slogan for marketing Destiny. So,
don't say there's going to be another one.
Destiny 2 could be coming on the 20th of September, and let's not forget, Destiny came out on the 15th of September when it came out. Taken King came out on the same week, sort of like 13th, 14th.
It's Destiny been out for 2 years already.
Yeah.
2 years. And
Wow,
he did say it was
time
going to take 2 years to make Destiny 2.
Wow, time really does fly.
So, apparently, even though it was going to be a massive expansion, it's going to be one of the two. So, we've got that to look forward to for Destiny.
Chaps, I've just been sent an image. I don't know how much more American you can get.
Oh, God.
Obviously, observe, Mr. Millington.
There you go. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Just the American with the eagle and the flag that was probably made in Sheffield somewhere back in the day, and also the minigun that was probably made in like Switzerland or something. Yeah, because we all know the Americans can't make stuff that actually work.
Actually, I'm sure that's us.
We actually make stuff that work.
Browning. Oh, wait, no, hang on.
Yeah, like, oh shit, I did.
It kind of worked for a bit until it broke.
The 86. No, that was made by the Germans. The Aston Martin. Oh, that's it.
Okay, that's it.
I meant gun.
The Joe.
So,
Reviews.
We're not going to start with Dirt Rally first, it's going to be the fourth one.
Uh-huh.
Who wants to start?
We'll do rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, either you two wants to start.
You go first.
I don't even know what to talk.
You're doing a review for Uncharted, aren't you, for the whole collection?
This was a birthday present. Off myself. I went in with an open mind.
I came out with a blown up mind.
I'll be honest with you, yeah. It's amazing. From start to where it is at the minute.
So basically, people, if you're wondering what this actual game is, it's the Uncharted collection. And,
don't ask me because I don't have any idea.
No, you don't.
Amazing.
I was expecting Mikey to explain, but he's just going...
Because that's what it's like.
Well, you could try and review it.
What's it about?
Well, main character often being Nathan Drake, right? That comes out with the theory saying he's a relative of
Sir
Francis Drake, but in the history books it shows Francis Drake never had children. So,
This is
basically
the
goes
origin
around.
from the first story, and this is actually a true fact, to be fair.
He goes around basically trying to get, obviously find this treasure of El Dorado.
That's in the first one, yeah.
Obviously, does that, and he's with Elena, isn't he? Who's
Elena
a reporter.
Is a report, yeah.
And Sully. You'll find out more about how him and Sully meet.
In the
Obviously,
third one.
in the third one.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting story. Like each game, it develops even more. So obviously, the second one, you meet what's the name? Is it Lucy?
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name.
So
the one with the London accent. Yes, you're talking about, aren't you?
And basically, you go after Marco Polo's treasure. With that one.
Yeah, basically, what Mikey's trying to say is each game has a certain treasure that each one. So obviously, El Dorado is the first one. Marco Polo is the second. What's the third one?
Edward Kenway.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, that's the one. And obviously, there is the fourth one coming out, which they haven't stated what it is yet, but it links back to Nathan's past and all sorts of things. So, I mean, with Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection, which is all three of the original games, which have been remastered and re-glorified in splendid HD. Which, to be fair, just jumping it up from PS3 to PS4 isn't particularly too difficult, but someone had to do it because the demand was there. And obviously now you've only just finished it the other week.
That's amazing.
And now you're coming up to Uncharted 4, which comes out on May the 10th. Exactly. I mean, to be fair, talk about the best moments.
Out the funny moments, mate.
It is a very funny. It has its moments of funniness, but it's also intriguing. And Matty's broken his legs. But I mean, there are so many good moments in each of the games, but it's hard to say what negatives there are. I mean, from my point of view, I mean, I'm not the one who's reviewing it. It's Mikey, obviously. So, I mean, what stuff did you like? I mean, because obviously it is sort of a puzzle-based game too.
I like that. It makes you
think.
Yeah, it makes you use his journal quite a bit. Also review everything, and I like that because
it makes you use your brain.
Yeah.
It is.
Wow, must be
should be fucked.
Joke to you.
You were too fucking late, mate. No, but I like it because of that. So like, you've got, I don't know, like you've got like.
To be fair, what I know, basically, some of the puzzles are that difficult that there is no shame in googling them. It is very difficult at times, but the one thing that I'd say, just to give Mikey a bit of a leg up here, the action sequences are just some of the most amazing pieces. It's like watching Die Hard. It's in some of them, and I don't mean.
Or
Die
Matty
Hard.
speak. It's literally like watching an episode of Striper.
I know what Die Hard is. It's brilliant.
No, I'm just saying relative to
What?
Oh, shut
I don't know.
Fuck up and watch it.
Mikey's so prepared. But what would you say then? Like negatives? I mean, could you think of any? Because I struggle, to be fair. I mean, obviously for graphics and stuff, you have to remember this is a remaster, so it gets a nice leave. You don't have to worry too much about that.
I say the one bit that gets me is probably. Like you get all like. You obviously your character skins and that, don't you?
Yeah.
I like that. But what? I just. It's so hard.
Because when I was playing through Uncharted a couple of months back last year, I could not think of a single negative to find about Uncharted games. The story is probably some of the best piece of writing I've seen in years. Although, to be fair, I am about to challenge that theory in a bit. But the set piece is amazing. The cast is amazing. Everyone who's a supporting cast member you remember because they're so well written.
Yeah.
There's full of twists and turns in this game.
Raj. Nobody fucks with Eddie Raj.
Nobody fucks with Eddie Raj.
And he fucking grabs him and he's like, yeah, you be fucked, man.
But the support of the villain. I mean, to be fair, when it comes to the story, you cannot see where the plot's going to end up. Yeah, it's just one of them games. You can't guess what it's like. Films and stuff, you can guess where a film's going. You can see where it's going to end up. With Uncharted, you don't.
Some games you watch it and think, oh, obviously he's going to come and do this. But with Uncharted, I was like, you know what's going to happen, and you just didn't know.
No, you haven't. I mean, I'd say that, but because of the amount of other reviews that we've got to get through, I'm gonna have to force you hit short here. Sorry. If you give it a rating,
is this over the 3 games or one each?
Take it as a collective of 3, because if you can't rate each
9.5.
You can't rate each game because it came out years ago. So as a collective, you have to do it.
Okay, 9.
9.5. Yeah. I mean, I never reviewed it because I thought, for me personally, they came out years ago. But I would sit on a 9.5 with you because they are just phenomenal games.
You love it, Matt.
You'd like it. I know it's the sort of thing.
Honestly, I've got so many games to play.
I know. That's the problem I've got. Do you
want to go next? I haven't got.
Right, my game is Dark Souls 3.
For anyone who knows the internet myth about Dark Souls 3, it's a really easy game.
Oh yeah. Right. The story I had to get told because I watched the cinematic, the Star one. And basically all it was this old little demon type thing walking. And the words were not going in.
He's prepared. Carry on.
I am prepared, I'm sorry.
No, let him go.
Basically the story is there's like a load of kings who try to kill each other on thrones. And
to be fair, it sounded like a Game of Thrones freaking season all by itself, but go on.
Yeah, but they're all dead and they're trying to keep the world like dead.
Oh, okay.
But you're like a soul who's trying to make a change for once because it's been like it for too long.
Mm.
I get change the tide. type thing.
Yeah, I know the previous Dark Souls games.
I've
never played them, but I know like the history behind them.
Basically, the gameplay is quite easy to understand, except if you're used to pressing square to attack, you're pretty much using all your medicines instantly.
So what is it to attack?
R1.
Oh yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
It's like L1 to defend with a shield, L2 to activate your special ability, R1's light attack, R2's strong
It
attack.
reminds me a lot of Dishonored's killing system, to be fair.
It is hard. It's difficult.
It is internet famous how difficult.
They don't even have objectives, just give you the actual arena, your health bar, and it says go, that's it.
Yeah, and then you just go and walk around and find what you have to do.
Yeah,
and that's literally what Dark Souls has always
like you were
been.
saying before about using Google for Uncharted. I had to do it on the first mission.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find where the hell to go.
I can
So
also quote what Matthew's emotions were.
Holy
shit! So he's sending me into fuck, he's found me, run, oh I'm dead. That's all you heard. I'm dead. I'm just sitting on there.
So I mean, I've seen so many like GIFs of Dark Souls 3. The best one I've seen so far is, and it was the summation of my first battle on Dark Souls 3. Literally, a boss comes walking up to him, and he's about to walk up to him, and then he just walks, and as he's backpedaling away, he doesn't realise the cliff's there. He just walks straight off the edge before he's even hit him. Like so.
I had to get my mate Matty to tell me with the second and third boss.
Lang.
Yeah.
You Lang. I mean,
yeah, we still haven't beaten the third boss. He's like a giant, massive tree. We got his health down yesterday by destroying his
his testicles.
testes.
Oh,
Yes,
on time.
they popped.
Yeah, and
What was I saying?
you're talking about testicles.
Yeah, apparently it's the best way to kill someone.
Well, yeah, well,
Yeah.
a man anyway.
Yeah.
This is a tree thing, so yeah.
A tree thing.
It's like a giant, massive tree monster that sits on you. It's fucking weird.
Well, Dark Souls is weird. I mean, the one thing I've always seen and praised about Dark Souls is the monster design. It's some of the most
first
amazing
monster you
things.
fight, which I cleared by myself, the one I've done, it's like this giant, massive, giant knight.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. Except halfway through the fight, when you've taken half his health off, he turns into this weird, gooey type.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say, this music's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, Dark Souls has been known for its music and plenty of other things, but
Right.
you've spoken about a lot of stuff that you liked. Now, let's take difficulty out of it, because you can't say that's a dislike, because that's infamous with Dark Souls.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get through the game by myself.
But what do you dislike?
The fact all the swords take. I killed some guy yesterday, got a sword. Tried to equip it. Said I was too low a level on my strength to equip.
Yeah.
And to do that, you actually have to kill a ton of monsters, which is taking forever.
You obviously didn't play Skyrim a lot then, did you?
I told you that ages ago.
Skyrim was the same. If you got like a bot, sorry, just to jump in.
You've got as quick as until this. You've got to get this done before the end of this.
Okay, well yeah.
So-
Right, basically, it's just difficult to equip weapons. I'll give it a 6 rating out of 10.
Yeah, because like you had to get like a battle axe. To get the battle axe, you had to get your
You
strength
get
up.
a lot of praise and only a 6.
This is Matthew Morris we're talking about. Right there.
We are going to watch the F1. I'm going to stop that, and then we're going to go back to, because I've got to do a review, and then we've got the about rally. So,
Right, so it's F1 then podcast. See you in a minute.
back in
Bye.
a minute, and we're back because of Captain L. Forehead over there. Bloody you alright, Matt?
Not anymore.
Shut up. Yeah.
Now I've got to do a review before we go into Dirt Rally. Now I bought a game by a small indie developer known as Don't Nod Entertainment.
You always seem to be buying new games. There's
Never.
never a week where you do not buy games.
That's
Never. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
you. Yeah. Fuck you. No, I buy a lot, but I don't. To be fair, compared to the last 2 years of being at uni, this has been the least I've bought. I've been quite good.
Yeah, Sebastian Loeb.
That was
Division.
January. That was March. That was always a game.
Fallout 4.
That was last year.
I'll let you off for that one.
So I bought 3.
Be quiet, Matty. You distracted me.
What did I say?
Yeah.
That was last year.
Last year.
No, it wasn't.
It was October.
Just cause.
Last year, December.
Dead or Alive. Last year.
Last year.
COD. Last year.
Last year. So I've bought how many this year? That's what, 3?
No, you've bought more. I definitely know you've bought
Dirt,
more.
Life is Strange, Sebastian Loeb, The Division 4.
Oh.
I know you've bought more. And the indie games.
No, I haven't bought any indie games. This is the first one that I bought this year.
He's bought this time.
No, I haven't bought many DVDs. I only bought Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and that was it. So I've told you I haven't bought that much. Now...
You just made us look like a fucking knob.
You started it.
No. It's just stating the obvious.
You got to remember who you're up against here, mate.
Fuck's sake, Matty, why didn't you come prepared?
I did.
Get flow charts and
Yeah.
freaking
Pie charts like you stick.
No, I bought Life is Strange. I bought it for the CD edition as well, which is a limited run edition of it. With that, you get
Have you farted?
It's not me, it's you.
Mikey. No, Mikey, shut up.
It's not me.
Oh,
Mate, that stinks.
it's you,
It's not
mate.
me. It's you. So he's standing away, no? It's him.
No. You've got a guilty face and a guilty arse. You're both as bad as each other.
It's
really.
not me. This.
No, mate, that's fucking horrific.
Can we stop talking about whoever's farting and let me do my review? No, here we go. You're turning the tap on. It's like when there's no pressure in the tap.
Well, you gotta keep turning just to get more. It just goes.
Just like your ass.
Thanks, Matt. Anyway.
Fucking head in it, we'll rip it off.
Anyway, basically, Life is Strange. The only way I could describe it is it's based on a character called Max Caulfield, and she's a photography student, and she finds out like that she can rewind time.
Like Quantum Break, then. But saying a Quantum Break, you can stop time.
Yeah, she can't stop time. She can just rewind time.
I hate that, me.
The difference with this is with Quantum Break, it's sort of like heavily focused on stopping time and effects and stuff. With this, there's like it's literally sort of more like puzzle solving. So it borrows a little bit, to be fair, from Uncharted in terms of like the puzzle solving you got to do, and there's like little quests. But this game is basically made for story. This is like you're not. To be fair, most of the time you spend watching cutscenes and you make story-based decisions. So literally, you have like one of 4 options that you could choose, or at the end, one of 2 big decisions that you can make that affects the whole bloody game. Now, when this first came out last year, it was released in episodes. So each one has like a different style of it. So the first 2 all lead up to different events. I'll talk you through the first 2 episodes that I did, because you can have different endings and stuff. Why are you acting like a knob?
I'm not.
You've got a big fluffy smile on your face, ready to laugh.
Because he done a little fluff.
It's like when he does his review, he's like, yeah, like, I'm trying to talk, and then as soon as anyone else tries to do their review, he's like, well, fucking knob, fucking knob,
I will try and touch the F1.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, wow!
Yeah.
Wow! After your performance, like, come on,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a fan though.
But basically, honestly, to talk about Life is Strange, if I can, without the hyena reverting to its original form. I mean, you might as well just go into the pillow over there and don't come back until we review Dirt, mate. There's no point in you being here, really. There you go, you stay like that. You look like Pyramid Head, but with a pillow. And, yeah, basically, the whole premise of this revolves around an incident where... Stop kicking him. Because he's just 4 years old in a man shell. And one day Max is in school and she sees someone getting shot and killed.
Oh, lovely.
And she then realises later on, when she realises she can rewind time, she stops the event from happening. But obviously, if anyone knows anything to do with time travel, there's something called the butterfly effect.
Stop one thing, something else is going to
Something else is going to happen. It turns out that the person that gets shot is her previous best friend, who's called Chloe. Apparently, what happened was, before the game's events, they were best friends growing up, and then Max left for Seattle for a few years and then came back. And then the whole story then comes around of them getting back to know each other, and another student that has randomly disappeared by the name of, I think her name's Rachel Amber. And those two then start going about trying to solve clues of what happened to her. It's practically it's almost detective-wise, but set in a very sleepy American town.
Is it more of an Americanized version of Sherlock Holmes?
No.
Midsummer Murders?
No. Fuck, no. Who watches Midsummer? Do I look like I watch Midsummer Work? No!
You know what? You actually do look like you watch it.
You're old,
I'm
so
actually on
naturally
his
you
side
will.
on this one. You're the one that must.
You're the oldest, so you're naturally going to watch it.
Fucking Miss Marple over.
But no, to be fair, okay then. Alright. Well, we have called you Miss Moneypenny in the past. And, yeah, Mikey remembers that. And, to be fair, this game is more based on story. And like I said before, when you have no, don't do it again. I will hit you instead.
You've already hit me.
I'll hit you again.
Oh, please don't.
Don't kick him then.
Touch the pillow. Oh, my head's lovely.
Shut up, Mike. And like I said, it's more to do. There's like so many ramifications to do with each choice. I've never played a game before where Mikey acts like a knobhead, and
I haven't, have you?
it's funny enough. It's a new game called Mikey's a Knob.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's all about you.
It was releasing that, mate. Codemasters.
No arse-related developments. Anyhow, there's sort of like different, but this game is basically story and decision making. To put it simply, there's a wonderful like sort of graphic style it's got going on because it uses the Unreal 3 engine, so it's a bit different to everything else.
So it'll be a bit like Witcher then, because like times you've actually got to make like decisions
Yeah,
on stuff.
but but I've never played a game where the decisions are so like effective where it comes back later in the story.
Yeah,
So you obviously have not played Fable 2 then?
Or Witcher 3.
I have played The Witcher 3. I know exactly what you're talking about. I just think this does it better because it's a smaller focused plot than The Witcher. Only because The Witcher's massive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't really...
Just play Skyrim. That's the bit of say.
Skyrim's again another massive thing. Fable 2 is... Yeah, I'd agree with you on that, to be fair, Mike. But I still think this system, like...
No,
it's much... The reason why I think this is, like, better is because it's so much more emotional than like Fable 2 ever was.
Yeah.
Because there's so much character development that goes on in this, and there's literally about a million twists and turns. Get back to your pillow. And there are so many... Why can't I do a review like without you two acting like bellends?
Because when he's not here...
Says you two.
Okay,
Shut up!
correction. Why do you act like a knobhead every time I do a review?
Correction. Why do we?
You set him off. It's you who causes the shit. I don't even think I should bother. Now go to your pillow. Go to the naughty pillow. Go to the naughty pillow. And bury your head there and don't come back till we go to dirt.
We should have a picture saying Mikey's scolding.
Yeah. Right in front of your face. That's it. We don't want to see you until we come to dirt.
Or either of us.
No.
It's one of the other boys. Take your pick.
I'll take you not talking.
So, arsonism.
The thing, I mean, to be honest with you, as going back to it, you know how... What's the best story-based game you've played on this generation of consoles so far?
This generation?
Yeah.
Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham Knight. This is, for me, the best one that I've played in terms of story so far since... Never mind, this current gen of consoles. This is literally one of the best story-based games I've ever played. Because of all the different story-making decisions that you can do.
Arkham Knight, you couldn't make decisions.
Yeah.
The story is just great.
And the amount of ramifications that you can have. People, friggin' characters that you love, can die because of the simple actions that you make in this.
Same The Witcher.
Alright, shut up.
What?
But going back to other things, it's like, with this, it's hard. There are some issues with the game, like, and it's literally because it comes from a developer that's indie, so they haven't got the biggest budgets in the world to deal with things. I mean, the graphical style is wonderful, but there's stuff like the lip synchronization when the character talks moving. In some of them, it doesn't hook up properly. You can tell, sort of thing. Like when you watch the audio comes slightly before or slightly after the lip syncing has happened.
Karate movie.
Not too far away from that. Yeah, you're probably right. But I've never watched a film or a TV show or played a game that does the butterfly effect better than this. Because it is brilliant and it is really emotional at times.
I hate the idea of the butterfly effect.
No, I know. But this makes this makes some massive decisions that when you've got to make a decision in a game and you're just like, I don't want to do it because you don't know what happens next, and you want to Google the answer but you can't because it's so gripping. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That happened with me and Kira Waltz.
Yeah.
Richard Frey killed her and accidentally lost out.
Yeah, and it's exactly the same with this.
Holy shit!
Shut up.
Okay.
The best thing is, even like the non-playable characters, the NPCs that are in this, every single character has a storyline that's brilliant, and you don't really know what's going to happen there's a moment towards the end when you think, oh, all is well in the world. No. You go on this really mental journey, and I can't describe it because without playing it, it's very hard to understand, but if you play obviously through the 5 episodes, it becomes a whole different game. And it's frigging brilliant. And honestly, for anyone who likes a story-based game, buy it now. Go to a shop, tell them that you want this game, which is Life is Strange, and if they haven't got it, you kill that man who says they have not got it.
Or woman.
Yeah. I honestly think it's a bloody amazing game.
Wait, what's your rating for it?
It's in the 9s.
Oh.
It's very high 9s. I'm going to put it into the... It's going to be a 9.7, a 9.8. It's very close to achieving a 10, but I won't give it a 10 because... The lip syncing doesn't bother me, but I know it would bother other people. And... I could give it a 10, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'll give it a 9.7. It could get a 10, but no. I'm going to give it a 9.7.
Right then, moving on to Dirt.
No. You don't segue like that, especially when I've got to do a video of this. So, Mikey, get your head out of the pillow.
Hey, you don't segment it like that, either.
No, I've got to get him out. This is going into this.
Huh?
Mikey!
Douche.
Mikey!
Jackie.
Don't ever call me that.
Hey, Jackie.
Don't ever call me that again. You disturbing child.
Love you too, yeah. Right.
You with us?
No, he's not.
Can I update you on something, lads?
Don't say we're losing.
No, we're not. West Ham are winning though.
What?
Anyway.
You scored 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Says 40% off.
Yeah.
They're in the 80th minute.
Yeah. Not over yet. So we're gonna...
Fucking hell, my dad is actually...
It's not me!
I know it's you. I know it's you.
Fuck that.
I know what you used to do it in Woodchurch primary school people. He used to fart in primary school and he used to blame it on other people. And he'd be the first one to do it, and because he was like the new kid in that year, it was kind of like, oh, he must be telling the truth. Exactly. We know it's you. We know your arse is like a man cave that's been turned up to 11. Let's get him some chili. Well, actually, no, let's get him some chili, then lock him outside the house.
Let's just take him to
And
that.
do you know what it's going to have? You know what we're going to have? Arse spraying mayhem. Because of his backside. So, are we good now?
Right, Dirt.
No. This is our review for Dirt Rally. Okay. Now, for anyone who's wondering what Dirt Rally is or have been living in a cave for the last 12 months, basically Dirt Rally was released on early access on Steam back in April. Just about this time last year. Since then, it's been updated a million times and had tracks and other sorts of cars added to it, and now we're here for console. At this pinnacle of moments. And to be fair, Go on, what are you going to say?
So Rallycross has gotten better.
No, Rallycross has been added into the game. Hill climb was added into the game as time went on.
Okay.
It was initially just rallying. Sweden wasn't even on the game when it first came out on early access. It was literally Wales, Germany, and Greece at the time, and then they added a few more.
They should have just revamped Dirt 2 now. That was a good game.
Now, you see, the problem with you there, Matty, is that Dirt 2...
That was great.
No, is that Dirt Rally is not Dirt 2. So, go back to your American style type of thing there, Matty.
Dirt 3 was good.
Dirt 3 was great.
But Dirt 2 had Rally and Rallycross.
This is not Dirt... This is not Dirt 2. Dirt 2 did not have the official Rallycross licence. It did not have official rally licence.
Where's this done?
Whereas this has official rally cars, has proper, well remapped stages, has official Rail Rallycross Championship, and a couple of other things. But before we start arguing and I kick you in the teeth, I'm going to talk about the different features that are in Dirt Rally for those people that haven't played it, because we could talk because he could go on a ramble. We know this about this game, so shut your face. Pipe down.
Put the history book away.
Yeah. And go into New Land.
Yeah, do you want the bigger one?
Yeah.
No. No, great. He's such a child.
It's just,
anyway, let's not.
you're supposed to put it over your head.
No, leave
and
it.
push
Leave it.
down.
Leave it. We're trying to do a review here. Now, Dirt Rally compromises. It's mainly basically a rally game. It is a heavily sim-based game, so automatically it goes into competition with Sebastian Loeb and WRC5.
That's no competition there.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get to that. Thanks for jumping the gun, Matt. Well done, mate. Nicely done. At least he knows when to shut up. Anyway, now, when this game first came out, it was basically based on rallying, and it had about 25 cars originally in the game. Since then, obviously, it's gone up to, what is it, 45?
I'm gonna only see 6.
Damn.
It's in the 40s. Anyway, there's a wide range of cars available, and to be fair, they've included some of the best cars and some of the least known cars as well. So you've got things from the obvious, like the Mini Cooper from the 60s, the Stratos in the 70s, Group A Quattros, Imprezas, stuff like that, and then you've got the other lesser knowns like the Opel Manta, the Opel Kadett, Renault Alpine, and a few other cars. Mikey's on his phone.
No, because I'm actually I'm waiting for you to finish your point, and then I can continue with my point.
Okay.
Bounce back.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, fine.
Shut the fuck up! It's not your review.
It is, but he can't say anything yet. There's also a number of other things involved, obviously, as we've already mentioned, Rallycross, which they have got, Codemasters has got the official World Rallycross licence, so that means you've got, in the actual World Rallycross Championship in career mode, you go up against real life drivers such as Peter Solberg, Per Gunnar Anderson, Manfred Stoll, Liam Doran, and a few others. Obviously, Block's not there because of licensing issues, because, well, he's doing his own thing at the minute. But aside from that, it's also got Hill Climb, which it's got a decent representation of Hill Climb cars. Admittedly, there are only 4, 3 of which are bloody quick, 1 of which is insane, but I'll come to that later, because that's a different world. There's also different online events that you can do. Obviously, they have the Dirt Daily, which is a time trial based event, the weekly events, which are usually 6 stages over usually 1 rally, and then you've got the monthly event, which is 4 different stages in 3 different countries. You've got wager events, which kind of speak for themselves, where you can bet your money and you can win a better return if you finish in the top tier. If you're poo, you're probably most likely going to lose, and I'd say stay away from that. But there is also another form of online, which is only Rallycross only. Surprised they didn't do the staggered starts, like similar to that of WRC5, which has the WRC games, if anyone doesn't know, has ghosts, and they've always had ghosts, and I'm surprised they didn't do that with but I suppose with it only going into early access a year ago, it kind of makes sense. But you never know, they might end up adding it to the future. But you have got Rallycross games, Someone, I think Bournemouth have scored. But the Rallycross games online is basically your competitive multiplayer. You get to drive around the tracks that are available in Rallycross, and you can drive every single Rallycross car, which I think there are 10.
4, isn't it?
6 of the modern ones, 3 of the S1600s, and obviously the Mini Car Cross Classic. Yeah.
You haven't?
Yeah, there's 10.
No, I'm just saying Bournemouth haven't scored. Unless it's Leicester.
It wouldn't give me a notification for that. But,
I thought, no wait, it's free for the 1600s.
that's what I said. 6 for the main Rallycross and 1 for the Mini.
Obviously,
You got the Corsa, you got the Clio, and you got the 207.
you got the Ambler, the 207, and
I just realised what you've done.
the Will.
And then in the actual
Will
World
Lenton
Rallycross, you've got the Fiesta, the 207, the
WRX.
Impreza. You've got the
Countryman,
the Mini Countryman, the Polo is one car,
DS3.
and the DS3. There's your 6, so there's your 10. Yeah. Now, Mikey's going to make his point before I start talking about the positives of the game. So, go ahead, Mike.
With Dirt Rally, I don't know. I enjoy it, and I don't like it. It's a one of a. It's like a problem. It's like your typical relationship, so to say. You know what I mean? It's
Bournemouth did score.
What?
Bournemouth did score.
No.
We won.
Oh.
But
it's one of them. It's a bit of a mix and match. Like, I love Germany. Like the Germany stages are brilliant.
and I know why he likes Germany, because it's
I
the
will.
easiest stage to do.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes. No, that's true. It is.
Wales is fucking scary in a metro. just throwing this little metro around. Fucking oh shit. Like sitting there with the handbrake, like fucking pumping over
It's
into
a strange handbrake motion you've got there. You don't want to. Obviously, people are listening to this, so I'm not even going to describe what Michael was doing. But I mean, they were based off real world stages, so naturally,
Couldn't they just copy the real rate?
they were based off the real world stages, as in they were copied and scanned from the real world stages.
Could they just be copied?
I know what I mean, like.
You just said that.
Just give me a face, okay? Just put the face on.
Anyway, Matty's mannerisms aside, the stage design that's been replicated in this game is absolutely bang on.
I don't like Grease Meat.
I've
It's
not-
so.
Well, obviously, but it's based off real life.
No, I
so-
know that. I'm just saying, like when you go around
But there are,
it,
like
it's-
you're saying, there are different levels of difficulty when it comes to different stages, and as we know, everyone finds different stages either more difficult, because I know people who find Monaco impossible and then love Wales, and then there are people who, like you, hate Wales or Greece but love Germany. For me, no one said anything about Sweden, which I think is actually the worst
I had a little.
one.
No, that's. Sweden is not.
Sweden is the snow one. I can't believe you're about to say Finland, mate. You're as bad as him. But what he asked was dumb. You're
That's the
gonna-
thing. No,
you're
mate,
gonna
it's the desert.
I can't believe you're going to say Finland though. But the one thing that I like is how the stages have been replicated. They've put. I tell you, you've replicated something well when the trees alongside the road are in the right places as they are in real life. That's the level of detail that Codemasters have gone into.
Too many fucking trees in Wales.
Well, if you're that upset, get a chainsaw. Go to Wales, mate.
Obviously, I'm for Code Master.
Yeah, let them know. But the stage design is wonderfully done. Let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. The graphics are brilliant,
I like the in-car cams.
and the cameras are brilliant. It's all well detailed.
The sounds, like
The sounds,
the different.
the sounds are the best sounds I've ever heard in a rally game ever.
Say if you're bonnet cam.
Say if you're what, mate?
You're on bonnet cam.
If you're in bonnet camera, yeah, exactly. That's what I was.
And then you go obviously inside, but before you go onto the wheel.
Yeah.
Like the sounds are all different for all
Do you
three.
know how they did that? They actually placed bonnet camera audio pins on top. and like for each position with the camera, so you know the front of the car, bonnet cam, windshield cam, cockpit head cam, they actually put audio clips from exactly the same place where you would be sitting, and it was like, I think it was 8 different sensors to pick up the noise, and then they had about 5 or 6 different people recording. Obviously, if anyone's seen replays of the Dirt Rally stages, the replay cameras are spot on. They're like exactly the way. If you watch the World Rally Championship in some of the stages, they put them in exactly the same places they are in the WRC. So it says a lot about how good this game is when it comes to graphic wise, audio quality,
everything. Just it's
everything. You know, it's like you play this game. Codemasters knows this stuff, and you can tell it's a sim-based game.
Yeah,
because sim-based game because it's bloody hard.
Plus the fact, if you're in Rallycross, apparently if you tap your mate to the back, his car goes flying.
Online's a bit different, but I'll get to online in a bit.
That was funny.
I know, but in simple terms of like, if you look at, I mean, the career mode's really well done because you progress through different difficulties of championship. So you start off with open, then it goes to clubman, isn't it? Then professional, then elite, and then master. I'm at elite for most of them now, so I haven't got to the master level. Apparently, the master level is horrific. He's dying, but him aside.
Okay, Matty, here comes the airplane. Yeah.
Or in our case, a full Fiesta. But I do love.
Your face.
No, just when it comes to like sim-based games, I gave praise to Sebastian Loeb Rally because it's a difficult game. This, on the other hand, is like. Mike, think of something difficult.
Girlfriend in this case.
Okay, in your 2 respective cases and times it by 200.
Fucking wow.
Did you really need
Really?
to? Did you really need to?
Really?
Do that? In the middle of a review, people are going to be laughing at that, but I'm trying to review a game here.
You parking your fucking car up a hill.
Let's not.
I gave him one with that, weren't
Hey, kill him after the review. But no. Anyway, the physics in this, like every car feels completely different. I've got in the Group B cars, I've got the MG Metro and the Peugeot 205 T16.
I'm saving up for the
And the T16 feels like friggin' jet fuel that's been mixed in with nitroglycerin 10 times over, and then you're ploughing through a stage at Monaco, and it's the most amazing feel ever. But, and you'll agree with me on this because you got the Metro. You know when you drive the Metro, it's bloody fast.
Fucking shit scary.
It's terrifying. Quite simply because the car in real life was developed dodgily. But when you drive, and you know this is how good a game is. When you drive a car like that through the stages, it's bloody dead quick. You jump into a car from like Group A or the World Rally Championship, that car feels about as slow as moose.
I'm not even joking.
It feels so slow compared to what it like. The Group B car is literally fire spitting monsters, and then you look at like the friggin' World Rally Championship cars, and they're like so slow compared to it, but they're much more easier to control than obviously much more easier to control than the Group B monsters.
What I do,
and it says a lot about the physics model in this game.
What I love the most, right, is what shits me up the most is like going around Germany. It's like, last match was a piece of piss. It was like my first day. It's like, oh fucking hell, smash this. Next one, what was it?
Yeah, you can have days.
Wales. I was like, oh, okay, I'll go with this open mind. I didn't do too good at Wales last time in the Mini, but okay, let's hit it. So I'm going, literally first corner. So okay, positive.
Second corner. Road, tree, sky, road, open ditch.
What was it? 2 left, stick to right, go don't cut. So okay, so obviously I did it, went round, I did perfectly. I forgot to put it tightened. He forgot that on the instructions.
Do you know the thing is, and this is a true fact, the co-driver was put into a simulation. You know how you have the simulators in F1?
Yeah.
He was put into a co-driver rallying simulation, and they recorded him talking whilst middle stage. So it's literally when you hit a corner, he's in that exact same situation that you're going through. So there are little things here and there that it's missed, but it makes it so much more authentic rather than.
I had to turn the
calls.
corner. Honestly, I hadn't. But the stage previous, I hadn't repaired the car.
Yeah.
Because obviously it was the first and the second one. I thought, I'll just fly through this, repair, happy days. No. The wheel went fuck off. I rolled the recover vehicle thing was coming up. I was like nothing left, no windows, doors.
Yeah, I've had a couple of stages like that myself. The one thing I love about career mode is the team management.
I don't get it.
What you do is you have a crew chief who has like specialty of what he can fix and stuff, and then your next like employees, mechanics that you can hire, their job the more expensive they are, the better they are naturally, because they can fix things faster, but they have perks. So say you damage, in my case, the thing that I damage the most on Dead Rally is the radiator. Quite simply because the way I jump, the way I land from jumps is different to most people's. But or I've hit a tree. I'm not going to beat about the bush here.
I'm actually quite a horrific person at damaging the radio.
Yeah.
If that was real life, I'd be in your car parts every week. Just
Exactly. Yeah. But when you pick a mechanic, you look through. There's like a selection of options you can purchase, and then they usually have like one thing that normally stands out. So radiator, and then it reduces the repair times. But they also have perks that you can buy, which reduces times even more.
Like there's one way you can get. I've seen.
So like if you drive mainly 4-wheel drive cars, you can have a perk for one of your mechanics that can reduce the repair times by 10% on 4-wheel drive cars alone.
What was it? Or one that can basically fix. What was it? If you use the Metro.
Yeah, you can have individual lists for certain cars as well. So
yeah,
if you love driving, like you said, the Metro, you can have one that specifically
5% extra.
Yeah, 5%. Yeah.
Like rewards.
They are really good, and to be honest with you, I love that part of Dirt Rally, and I love, I mean, this is where Matty now comes in and says what he likes about Dirt Rally without going into any of his negatives just yet.
I like the rallying part of it, it's fun.
Yeah, I love the rallying. I think we can all agree on that. I think it's the best rallying game I've played in years.
Yeah.
Since Richard Burns Rally, which is a massive amount of praise.
Since Dirt 2, in my case.
It's not a rallying.
It's got rally in it.
Not really.
Yes, it has.
Carry on.
What was I saying?
You said you like the rallying?
Excuse me.
Is there anything in particular like about rallying?
I haven't got that far in it, really. It's just the one thing I enjoy about the game.
Now, you see, this is a world where we leave Matty behind for a few minutes before, when he does start making his points, I will counteract them points with valid reasons. Not just yet. There's also the Rallycross in it. Now, a lot of people have been mix and match on Rallycross. To be brutally honest with you, I bought the game for the rallying. I wasn't interested in the Rallycross so much. And because of that, I'm enjoying the Rallycross more than the people who were looking forward to it. Because I love the cars that are available. I love the fact that you can drive a Corsa that actually doesn't look like a friggin'... Mikey, give me a North End reference.
What?
Never mind. Basically looks like a North End Corsa.
Oh, yeah, Bodsdale Corsa with a fucking Euro car part stamp on it. And
Thank you.
Yeah, you drop, you cut off stairs.
And to be fair, yeah, no, you went too far. But, like, the tracks, you've got Lidden Hill, which is probably now achieving the world's greatest popularity it's ever had in its life. You've got the Hell track in Norway. And what's the other one in Sweden? Skelmersvord?
Hex or something. Whatever. I know what you mean now.
Yeah.
There's 3 Rallycross tracks on it. 3 Rallycross, 1 hill climb.
I'm sure there's one in the USA as well.
No.
So we actually went on it.
No. It's Lidden Hill in England, Hell in Norway, and Skelmersvord in Sweden. You're thinking of Pikes Peak in America, which is hill climb.
I know that. Hill climb.
Now, there are issues which I will come to in a minute, but where me and you and Mikey obviously are going to differentiate is what those problems are. I do love the Rallycross. I love the AI in it because they're not afraid to give you a kick up the arse, just like a real life Rallycross, which is brilliant. I do like that a lot, and I do like the hill climbs. I love the fact that they've included older hill climb cars, so the 205, obviously the famous Audi Sport Quattro, and the even more famous Peugeot 405, which was driven by Kankkunen when he set the gravel record back in '89, I think. And then you've got the world's fastest hill climb car, which is the 208, which was set by Sebastian Loeb. If anyone's had to go with that, which I suspect he hasn't,
I got halfway through the first sector and it crashed.
Where's this one?
in the 208, the new hill climb car, not the old one.
The Peugeot.
Yes, there are 3 Peugeot hill climb cars. So, what colour was it?
Blue.
Was it blue and white?
Yes.
Did it have 208 on the back of it?
I can't fucking remember that much.
Well, we're in trouble. Anyway, the 208 is literally one of the most difficult things I've ever controlled in my life. It's so hard to drive.
I remember the gear ratios were really low. It was
Well,
like you're maxing out halfway through a corner.
That's how quick that 208 is. It's got 905 horsepower in a car that weighs just over a ton. Just over a ton.
Weighs over. Oh.
Just. I think it's like 100 kilos more than a ton, I think. But there are many other... there are other aspects I could go into about the hill climb, because obviously you've got the different... You've got Pikes Peak split it into 3 sectors, but I like the fact that they've combined all 3 tracks of the Pikes Peak generation. So it started off as gravel, then it went mixed surface, and then it went tarmac, which it'll never go back from, to be fair, because of safety reasons. But I like the Pikes Peak design that they've done in Dirt Rally is the best I've ever seen in the game. You can feel every bump, and it makes Sebastian Loeb's Pikes Peak look like you've been driving on a friggin' Rainbow Road in Mario Kart. Honestly. But to be honest with you, like, we could talk about the positives, well, me and Mikey could, all day long, because there are so many different things that you go into. The amount of detail for setups and everything is brilliant. We've even got it for well customised on the advanced setup of Def over there. But there are negatives. I'm going to go to Mikey first.
For the negatives, I don't know. It's just so annoying when you gotta do so much to try and upgrade the car at first. Because I was the dickhead that picked.
I think the Rallycross is harder to upgrade than it is for the... Because, in the Corsa it took me ages to get through to the Corsa before I upgraded it. I can understand... you've got to do basic... If you're driving a car through a championship, if you drive through the whole championship, it'll get upgraded to full.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, like, with the rally, I find that so much more repetitive than, say, the Rallycross.
Naturally, because rally is repetitive.
No, but in a way of like, oh, for fuck's sake. There's like, I know Rallycross is like the same circuit and stuff. But
well, that's the thing. If you add more people onto a track, obviously it's going to make things more exciting.
No, it's not just that. It's obviously when you see, you see the gap, don't you?
Yeah.
Or you see, you sort of plan your movement ahead because you can see the space. Whereas obviously in the rally, you're like, okay, you're going off this guy to your right or your left, depending on what you're driving, or next to you, whatever. So you don't really know. Obviously, what the fuck is going on? You see, so
it's telling you what's going on.
Yeah, but
he gives you the coordinates and the pace notes. That you need.
I understand that,
but I don't really get like
what I'm coming to.
No,
it's just like it's a good game. It's enjoyable, but I can only play it for so long because I just get bored of it.
I'm the same.
No, and I'm going to say this quite simply because it's a sim-based rally game. The problem, and this is where I'm going to come to, and you'll agree with me on this. There's a lack of content.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. That's this game's fault.
It's
everything about this game. Physics, everything amazing. Rallycross, brilliant. I know you don't like it because you're a puff, but the thing is, it's simple. It's simple. Liam Doran drove in the Rallycross and he said it's the best representation of Rallycross ever in life. The only reason why with Rallycross it's not good is because of the lack of tracks. There are 3. Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo, which doesn't even have the World Rallycross license, has got more Rallycross official tracks.
They started making more by just making the junior circuits.
Well, that's an official layout though. That's the difference.
But still, it's one of them. Like we tested them in a way, didn't we, Mel? Like 1 or 2 of them. To be fair, we had a.
I mean, to be fair, if there's like 8 people all going for it online, which I've had a chance at, it is the best fun ever.
Say that we had it when there was 5.
Yeah, and it was great, and it was great fun.
And like just with me and you, they couldn't even catch us.
No.
And that was our first actual one.
But the thing with the Rallycross and the hill climb especially is there is a lack of content which suffers. It really strikes down this game. I was even thinking about it the other day. The rally could have done with more rallies. Yeah. Not that I've got a problem with it.
How many are there?
There are 6, but there's 12 stages per one, so it kind of makes up for it in the fact that there's more stages
in each rally.
Well, yeah, because Dirt Rally's got the most stages in the game that I've ever come across. Because the record before that I think I know of is Colin McRae Rally 2, which had 10 stages per rally. But that was a PS1 game that had 8 rallies in it, so it had 80 stages, and it had Rallycross.
Is that because you're on a higher level? Because I've only just started, I've got like 4 stages.
No, yeah, when you go up from each level, it goes 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So each rally's got 12 stages in it on this game, so there's 72 overall.
Got it. But some of them are the reverse of one of the actual stages.
Like in real life.
Still.
No, you can't fault something for having reverse stages because that's real life. That means you're faulting real life, and you can't do that because we're reviewing a game.
Yes.
But the thing for me that knocks this game down is literally the lack of content. It's nothing else. I can't think of it. Obviously, I've played Rally Games for years, so I'm not going to get bored of it. You two are still newcomers, and to be fair, WRC5 is probably the worst experience into a new game you could have had for rallying. But to be fair, if you'd have come in at this, it might have been a lot different.
What about the flashbacks? The old games you get flashbacks.
This is a sim game; it doesn't have flashbacks. That like I said before, it's a sim game. It doesn't have. That when they were marketing this, they said it was hard. They have proved that by not putting flashbacks in it.
They have the same type of thing with the recovery button.
Yeah, but you get a penalty for it.
Exactly.
And I like that.
Why couldn't they put that for the higher levels instead of the easier levels?
Because
because it teaches you to train not to go off the road straight off.
Okay, it not 15 fucking seconds difference.
Well, that's how long it would take to get off back on the road. So, I mean, in some cases, I agree. There are some points.
You know the snow trap? Oh,
Sweden.
Yeah, I went 2 wheels up, and it recovered me, and it gave me 50.
There are some dodgy parts. I will agree, and that's literally just because of boundary issues, which could easily be fixed in our patch. To be fair, but obviously they're patching this with the PS4, the PC, and the Xbox One. So it's kind of like, I mean, there is an update coming soon, I know, for Dirt Rally. And they're going to be patching a load of different things. And they're adding in probably what looks like to be the world's greatest telemetry system I've ever seen in my life.
Do you really need one?
Well, you remember when F1's telemetry system, back in the old days? And it used to be a brilliant telemetry system. That's going to be like that, but even more detail. It's like, so Project Cars has got a telemetry system, but you have to pay for it. This is just getting added into the game. You're not you're not really a setup-based racer.
How
many setups have you done aside from F1?
Project Cars.
Or what? Well, okay, all right, Project Cars, but that was the first game, really.
No, F1 was the first game, and
yeah,
then Project
but the problem with F1, and I say this only because I'm not having a go at you here. I'm saying because the problem with F1 was that the setups and that you could practically do the same setup for most tracks.
No, you can't.
You can. You can.
No.
You can.
You can't use the same setup for Silverstone and Monaco.
No, that's what I'm saying. For most tracks. You've just picked up on what I've said here.
You can't. No.
For Silverstone and Spa, you could on F1 2015 you can put the same setup on and you'll be just as quick. You can. I've done it myself.
What are you complaining about over there?
Because you're trying to justify a point which you know he's won, but you're trying to justify it. Like I give up. Like.
Wait, hang on. What are you saying? What are you saying, Mikey?
Basically, Matty's trying to justify like other reasons, but we all know that like
we're never gonna win.
yeah, basically we know Mill's a sad twat on the games.
That's true. When it comes
He's
to rally
naturally
games.
good, whereas me and you,
Talk for yourself.
quite. I'm actually complimenting it. We're not too bad. Just not obviously to his absolute standard. But he's trying. He's
That's what I'm trying to say. Is like that's what I'm trying to say about the setups and the telemetry and stuff. You wouldn't do that. That's what I'm trying to say. You've got to remember when you look at it, there are other people playing the game, and that's what I say to him all the time. It's not just you. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying, like, that's what you got to look at.
Yes, he's having a go at you, but he doesn't want you to know he's having.
No, if I have a go at him, I'll say I am. I've called him a puff already. But that's only, and to be fair, like when we were rallying, doing the rallycross the other day, you were using assist and I wasn't.
I've taken my assists off except for stability.
Yeah, you need a stability control. If you're new to the game, you need the assist on when you play it.
Braking assist, I think I took that off as well.
To be fair, when you, it's more of a problem when you're on gravel or snow than it is on tarmac.
Yeah.
But that's quite simply because of the way the cars are set up. Honestly, though, I mean, we can all come to an agreement on the fact that
The graphics are good.
The negative, the biggest negative, is the lack of content on the side of rallycross and the side of hill climbs. If it had 2 more rallies in there, it would be spot on for rally side. But it's only because it's only because you look at Sebastian Loeb, and it has 10 rallies in it, has 8 stages.
Maybe it would have been better if they kept it as just a rally and then downloaded the cross and hill climb onto it.
Well, they did. That's the way the first game came out. But
Yeah,
they
but they should
added.
have done it the same as on the consoles as they did on PC.
So you're saying release the rally stuff first, and then let everyone on PC have the rallycross, and then we can't have it.
No,
Oh, what are you trying to say?
you get the rally stages first.
Okay.
Enjoy that, and then bring on the cross and hill climb.
What do you mean by bring on though?
Like a DLC add-on for free.
You're not making much sense, mate.
Neither do you most of the time.
I can see. No, I can see that, but the problem is you're getting it in the game. I say it like this: a lot of people hyped up the rallycross in dirt to the point where they were looking forward more to the rally, and then they found out pretty quickly that they didn't like the rallycross as much as they thought they would, but they enjoyed the rally more. I weren't looking forward to the rallycross, but I like it. It's what you hype. It's a strange thing. I've never.
Yeah, I hyped up rallycross and I hate it.
Exactly, but you like the rally.
Yep.
Exactly. It's like I've never really come. That's why I'm sort of always like this about the dirt games beforehand, because I know how much you love Dirt Rally 2, which it was a great game. But the problem with it,
Great.
it was
epic.
It was a different opinion. But the thing is, there was too many things to do, and they didn't focus enough on each one. What was there? There was rallying, there was rallycross, there was truck battle. There was
raid.
Yeah, there was like it didn't know what it was doing.
Yes, it did. Okay, it did use the same tracks.
Exactly. That's why that was the problem. And I just thought, with this, they've got 3 things to concentrate on, and yet for some reason they've concentrated more on rally and then put it as an afterthought. Would you say that? Would you agree with me on that? It's more of a rally game than it is anything else.
It's like they've got like 2 people like me and him to do the rallycross. Doing it like a
but you've got like instead of like
you got like the expert team doing rally. And
Oh right, yeah.
Doing rallycross.
All right, yeah. You know what? I'll tell you what. It's like been added on as an afterthought.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I agree with you on that. And that's one thing where it falls down to Sebastian Loeb, because it does rallycross, and it nails rallycross in Sebastian Loeb.
Does it?
There are plenty of other things that Sebastian Loeb does wrong, and the graphics and the audio are a big part of that, which is why Sebastian Loeb got the rating of 8 it did. But I came into Dirt Rally going, this is a rally game. I'm here for rally. I love rallying, and that's simple as that. But a lot of people obviously didn't, and it was the way it was marketed. I'll say that much. It was poorly marketed as like a sort of, you can do rallycross too. You can, just lack of content.
It's just there if you need it.
Yeah. If you like, I mean, that's not to say that I don't dislike the rallycross, because I do like it a lot. It's just, it should have had more tracks. I don't mind about the lack of cars so much. It doesn't bother me too much.
You know when the rally Dirt 2 they had that London one in the giant factory. Is that an actual course or?
Yeah.
It's a course, but it's not an official rallycross course.
What,
Is it
It's a training ground.
The Gymkhana one?
Yeah, it's a training
That's
ground.
Battersea Power Station.
Yeah.
So
That's
that ground actually...
Is that an actual course?
No.
No, it is, but it's not a rallycross course. It's like a training ground, isn't it, really?
No, it's not. It's just flat. It was just for that event they made it into the rallycross for the thing for it.
Okay.
And that was it.
Because next door to it you got Battersea Dogs Home.
Yeah. And you've got Battersea.
Yeah.
But honestly though,
I only know that because I used to watch the Polo Grady.
Yeah, same.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
But what would you? Let's come round to ratings because we've got a lot. We got a lot of things we can agree on, and we do agree on the main negative of all this. Go on then, Mikey. Sum yourself up, mate.
And first in with the fat kid, I'm going to say, I don't know, I'd say about 7.
I'm the only thing I'll say about you is that you do get bored of things quickly. That's the only thing I'll say.
No, but I like
thing.
Division.
Yeah,
I want to
thing,
keep
yeah.
going on Division
It's
and
just
stuff like
I've got the
that.
same problem with.
It's just, I'll probably up the score, but the fact the three of us haven't actually had a good piss about on it, that's the thing.
That might be it. That might be what we need to
like
do.
the same with Division. If the three of us went into one thing, and
If we were all the same level.
Yep.
which I've actually been helping him
He actually
with.
has. He's got me up to level 21. So
It's getting there slowly.
And you're what, 25?
No, I'm 28.
well, we're gonna have to go.
We what work to do, yeah.
But you giving it a 7. What are you
I'm
going to give?
giving it.
I'm waiting for a 5.
I'm waiting in for just to give it a Need for Speed score, and I will hit him in the
It's
face.
not that fucking poor. I was gonna
Need
give it
for
a
Speed
6.5.
That's okay.
It's got good graphics, good gameplay mechanics, and the rally things seem to keep it up.
I think it's
And
just
the audio
every
is the best
time
thing I've ever
us
heard in my
three
life.
actually review a game, he always gives the lowest score. Yeah, he'll talk the most about certain games.
No, that's me.
No, when it comes to reviewing, he gives the worst score.
Well, that's him. He's naturally... Everyone's different, and Matty is very selective in what he
So
likes.
Battlefield, what do you think?
10.
See what I mean?
Brilliant.
Whereas I'm a lot more open to YouTube, which is why I play the indie games and stuff like that, which you probably wouldn't play.
No.
Exactly.
I'll give him a go.
Rocket League is the exception to that.
And that flying plane, plane to plane.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Race to the Sun. I mean,
How do we get that?
It's fucking boring.
brilliant game. But honestly, for my review, Dirt Rally, me being a rally fan, me being in love with rally games, I'm obviously going to be kinder than you two. But I do love this game, and the only problem I've got with it is literally the lack of content. So I'm giving it a 9. Straight out of the box. And that's simply because I haven't got any problems with it. I won't get bored of Dirt Rally. I played it for a full week on end. That says it all. I don't get bored of things. You two do.
We've played Battlefield for the past 2 fucking years.
Battlefield is the only exception.
I know, and
Formula 1,
GTA.
my case.
No.
GTA.
Oh
you start,
my god.
You go through phases when you stop playing F1.
It's because I'm distracted with Battlefield.
Or
That's
on
me.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm getting bored of that already.
See what I mean, people?
It's because I'm playing it too much, too quickly. And it's losing its hype.
Whereas I played Dirt Rally for the full week and I'm still not bored.
And somehow you don't lose your hype.
No, I won't, because like I said, it's a rally game. I find it very fun.
Right, it's at the end now.
Well, that's the end of the review.
Oh, we've got more news over.
No, it's also the end of the podcast. I just wanted to set you up.
Twat.
You are one, Matthew.
And we've amazingly made it to 2 hours.
How? We did a whole hour review on.
No, we did. Remember, we've done several reviews.
Yeah.
We did our separate free and then the big one, which
that was
wasn't.
That was before the
That was before the. Yeah, we were at about an hour and 15 minutes already before
F1.
before we split for the F1. So
We've done 45 minutes.
yeah, so that makes it. That's about right.
Decent.
So you do about 5-10 minutes on each one, and then the big one's obviously 20 minutes. So that makes sense.
Just a quick update, lads, on the BTCC.
Yeah, I already know.
It was a red flag on the first race.
I was watching it.
For you who didn't know this, red flag was a car set fire.
Yeah, it was one of the Subaru Lavorge, James Coles.
But he's been checked.
Yeah, no, he's trying. I know he got out of the car before, like.
Wait,
No,
red
but he
flag
did-
means fire in Victoria.
No, red flag
Red
just
flag
means
means stop the race.
Yeah, I know
because of
that,
the
but-
fire. not because there's a fire. It's like Greg's Baker's set up shop over the side of it. There's a red flag because the pies are on fire.
Could you imagine that? Can I have a cheese on your pasty? Yeah, sorry. Just give it to us in a minute. Sorry, mate.
Imagine if Greg's was actually made quite simply. Imagine the name Greg's. Imagine if the founder was called like Davis. Because I can't imagine anything other than who'd call the freaking place Greg's unless it was named after the founder. Here he goes.
Well, think of it this way: it wouldn't be me that call. It'd just be a family thing.
This is one random end to a podcast.
Greg's and Son.
Who's Greg's here? I'm the owner, mate.
What's your name? Will Greg. What's your son's name? Greg's.
What's your son's?
What's your grandson's name? Greg of Greg's, the Greg of second, the Greg.
Greg the Third.
Greg the Third.
What's your great grandson name?
Greg the Fourth.
Lord Grey of Gregington.
Lord of Greg. As if it was an actual town. Greg of Greg.
Can you imagine that?
Lord of I am Greg. No, hang on. It would be. My name is Greg Greggs, I am the Lord of Greg and the Earl of the First Duke Witch of Greg.
Give it 1,000 years, I am King Greg.
King of Greg,
You know, I saw those like movies and stuff, like the old style. It was like, you walk into the room
I love that opening sentence. Do you know all those movies?
Yeah, like the old ones, like
all those old movies.
They're like such as this
Are
is
they dirty
such.
movies? Are they horror movies? Are they?
Just let him talk.
It's like such and such as here. Can you imagine that? Excuse me, Your Majesty, we have Lord Gregington of Gregington Town of Gregingshire.
Gregingshire.
Gregington.
And his noble helper, Matthew of Gregington.
The amazing thing is we're taking the mick out of Greg. There's actually literally a Bournemouth football player called Will, or former Bournemouth player called Will Gregg. Does he eat pie?
By any chance does his dad own the whole business?
Yes, he is Greg of Greg.
Greg of Greg! Just goes around the Greg shit.
But to end that on a
Greg
pastry note, mad.
You shall not, Greg!
You
Well, it's just like a big pasty that's standing behind him.
Just to say his bar
Freaking Wimpy's freaking Saruman.
You shall not break! It was like, was it?
Fucking friggin' Greg from... Oh my god, Greg from MasterChef could come flying in.
Tony's hanging and he's like, save yourselves, just bake yourselves. Goes down, he's just sitting there with a baguette.
So there's like just like, yeah, this is going wrong.
Sour on a fat kid. Give me your pasties.
Give me your pasties, I'm gone.
No, but you know when he's like, like fall through the mountain and he's like chasing the bar and he, instead of a sword, he's got like a massive French baguette. It's like, if like he's fighting him, he's like, shit, we baguette for.
So that's the end of this week's baguette.
Oh, he's a sausage troll.
If you want to follow Mikey, the Lord of Baguettes, you can follow him on Baguetta at
Mikey Keating XD. If you want to follow Jack on Twitter,
it's Jackson53. If you want to follow Matty, it's in the street in Greasby or at the Dole Cube.
Huh?
Yeah, you're in the Dole Cube. You got sacked, didn't you?
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah.
that's it for this week's podcast. It's bye from Coffee McCoffson over there.
Bye. I'll be dead by next week.
It's bye from Boaty McBoatface.
bye, and it's bye from me, Gandalf the Greg.
Gandalf the Greg, yes, bye from me, and we've been the S Team.